Hey, Rick, do you have time to talk real quick? I was just wondering if you knew anything about these toys in our house.
Toys? What are you talking about, Helen?
Well, I just mean that I was cleaning around the house, and I went into the closet in our room. And I found a bunch of action figures and clothes that a little boy would wear. Do you have any idea what these are? Because we don't have a son, just a daughter that likes to nap a lot.
Okay, first of all, you shouldn't be poking around other people's stuff. I mean, don't you care at all about privacy? What is the matter with you, you stupid woman?
Excuse me? I just told you that I was busy cleaning the house. That includes the room. You've got some nerve talking to me like that when I am working so hard to take care of our kids and keep the house clean. Especially after the way that you yelled at me about how dirty the house was. You literally told me that I should request time off work to clean.
Oh, just shut up already. All I'm telling you to do is not go rifling through my stuff without permission. When I say clean the house, that doesn't mean go through all my stuff as if it's yours.
You really mean to tell me that you wouldn't be mad if I cleaned all the house but your room? Besides, all I want to know is what these clothes and toys are and what they're doing here. Did you forget that we had a little girl or something like that?
Of course I didn't do anything like that at all. I just bought all those things for Nina. I just haven't had time to give her those, and that's all. And that's why I left them in the closet for now.
So you're telling me that you get all these boys' clothes and toys for our daughter?
You really need to wake up. We're living in the 21st century. You can't just be putting all these expectations on children because of the gender. Don't you know that girls can like to play with action figures too? And boys' clothes are more neutral these days than anything else, so girls can wear them if they want.
Yeah, I guess you have a point there. But it still doesn't mean that all of this isn't very odd. And I guess more than anything, I had no idea that you were so progressive in that sense. Especially since I don't think you've ever bought Nina a piece of clothing or a toy before.
Well, I guess I'm full of surprises then, aren't I? But that's your fault for not thinking that I was capable of taking in new ideas or adapting to new times. Anyways, now that you know those are all for Nina, just leave them alone and don't touch them.
Helen, are you there? Just how long are you going to be staying out tonight, huh? I am really starting to hit the limits of my patience here. Come here and pick up your kid right now. Erica, what in the world are you talking about? And why are you texting me this late at night? Are you kidding me? Are you really telling me that you're that irresponsible that you don't even know I'm talking about your kid here? Just how long are you going to make me watch Nina for, huh? Can you please just hurry up and pick her up? I want to go to bed. I'm sorry, Erica, but I'm still really confused. I have no idea what you're talking about at all. I have no idea why you're even pretending to play dumb with this. Do you really expect me to hold on to her until morning? Because I am simply not going to go along with that. And just why do you think you can use me like a babysitting service this frequently anyways? Because I am getting sick of having to always be the one who watches over Nina. Erica, I really still have no clue what this is all about. What this is about is the fact that my house is not some free daycare service, okay? Now, just hurry up and come and get your kid from me. But Nina is here at home, sleeping, right next to me. What are you talking about? I mean that my daughter Nina is literally here right next to me, fast asleep. So I have no idea who I would be going to pick up if I went to your house, because I only have one daughter, and it's Nina. But then, wait, you're telling me that you only have a little girl? Yeah, that's right. Of course. Nina has male cousins like your son. But are you sure that you're not mistaking her for someone else? I remember you saying that so many relatives were having so many kids that it was getting difficult to keep track of them. But it was Rick that brought this kid to me. He brought them here and asked me to watch them. What do you mean Rick brought you this kid? Well, at first I tried telling him no, and that I'm really no good with kids. But he just wouldn't listen and did what he always does, leave them on my doorstep for me to watch anyway. And so, anyways, I've been taking care of this kid all day and all night. And now it's past midnight, and I want someone to come and pick him up. I see. But Rick had to leave for a business trip this morning. I even saw him off, and he was all dressed up for work. Wait, What? But I thought today was your anniversary. I thought that was why I was watching this kid in the first place. No, it's not our anniversary at all. That happened months ago. And we went out as a family to go eat somewhere together. But then, hold on. I don't get it. Just whose kid is this that I've been taking care of then? Well, whatever is going on here, I can head to your place right now. Because apparently, Rick does have something to do with this. I'm going to wake up Nina to bring her too, so hold on for a second. Hey Rick, I'm really sorry to be calling you so late like this, but Nina said she really wanted to hear your voice, so that's why I was trying to call.
Oh, well, that's just a bit cute. I mean, I barely even left the house, but I don't think now is a good time for me to come to the phone. So if you could just please tell Nina that and that I'll talk to her soon. That would be great.
But why can't you pick up the phone right now? I mean, I know you're on a business trip and all, but it's almost 2 in the morning. I can't imagine that work is keeping you so busy that that's why you're still up, right?
Actually, one of the guys I came here with made some pretty big mistakes, so I'm in the room with him helping him fix this mess. I didn't actually go on this trip by myself, you know. They sent me with someone else from the office.
Oh, really? I didn't know that you had someone else there, but I feel like that's kind of odd for your company to send 2 people like that.
I guess that they wanted this to be a kind of learning opportunity for this other guy. But anyways, that's the reason why I can't talk on the phone right now, but I can send you the photos I've taken. Maybe you can show that to Nina to get her to quiet down for a while.
A picture, huh? Yeah, that could work. Why not send me a picture of you and your coworker together? I'm sure that Nina would love to see who you're there with.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, come on. It's already so late. Just do this now and I'm sure it'll be enough for Nina. Unless you can't because there isn't any coworker there, because you're just having a plain old affair right now. So go ahead and send me a photo of you and this other woman.
Wait, Helen, you've got this all wrong. I mean, you don't really think that I'm out cheating on you, do you?
I don't think, Rick. I know for a fact. So don't even bother trying to lie to me about that. I already know all of what's going on here. And I know that you dropped off this woman's kid with your sister to watch over while you were gone. But you also told Erica that you were going to be away on a business trip.
Oh, shoot. Well, I guess there isn't really much use in trying to hide anything from you now, is there?
You know, I got a call from your sister asking me to go and pick up our kid from her house, but Nina was in the house with me. And when I did go to her house, there was some little boy there that I had never seen. Which means that those toys and clothes I found earlier had to be for this kid, am I right?
No. You really do have this all wrong. And this boy has nothing to do with those things you found in the closet earlier.
Okay then, why don't you go ahead and tell me the truth then? You said yourself that I found out everything, right?
Did I? That was just a typo. You know my fat thumbs with this tiny keyboard, right? The fact is that I'm not having an affair or anything like that with you.
But you just said that I found out the truth and that you were.
I know, but I was lying. I really am just away on a business trip. And the person I'm with is nothing but a coworker.
Okay, well then what about the boy that you asked Erica to watch for you? What do you have to say about him?
Right, that boy. Well, obviously he's my coworker's kid. And I had to ask Erica to watch him while we were away on a business trip.
Oh, really? Because Erica has told me that this isn't the first or even the second time she had to watch this little boy.
Well, that's because my coworker has a really hard time trying to find a good babysitting service. I mean, things are so expensive these days, you know? And so I just wanted to try and help out as someone who was supposed to be giving them this training.
So you're really going to try sticking to this coworker story of yours then? I guess I can just call your work first thing tomorrow and find out the truth myself.
Wait, what? Come on, you don't have to go and do that.
Well, I wouldn't, but there's just one thing that's not adding up. One of this little boy's backpack, one of his parents' contact information is written down. And it says that this little boy's mom is a woman named Delilah Brown. So are you still going to keep pretending that this is just some coworker's kid?
Okay, wait, please, just don't jump to any conclusions. And whatever you do, don't call my company. They have nothing to do with this.
Well, I could figure out that much by myself. But I really doubt that they would like to hear of the trouble you've caused all in the name of going on business trip for your company.
You wouldn't really report anything about this to them, would you?
I'm going to give you one last chance to tell the truth, Rick. Now tell me whose child this is. If you tell me right now, then I won't tell your company.
It's the son of the woman that I've been having an affair with. Dear, are you happy?
Now that we have that settled, I want you to come back here right away. You and I have a lot to talk about.
You mean you want me to go all the way back home right now? But it's the middle of the night. How am I supposed to do that?
I guess you had better hire an Uber or something, because I want you and this Delilah lady here right now.
I don't believe this. This can't be happening.
It is, and I know that you've been lying to me about this for a long, long time. But I never would have thought that you were cheating on me. And then to force your sister to watch this woman's kid while you two go away together? You really are just an idiot, do you know that? And this Delilah woman sounds like a real piece of work too. I mean, entrusting her child to some stranger so she can go fool around with you? It's awful.
Wait, no, you don't get it. The thing is that Erica's actually the kid's aunt.
What do you mean by that?
Well, Delilah's son is also my son.
I don't believe it. You mean to tell me that you've been hiding the secret child from me this whole time? And what about our daughter? What about our family?
Well, I mean, you know that I love you too, but this kind of just happened.
I don't even know what to say. I am beyond anger at this point. But you two need to get back here right now. We need to settle this once and for all.
Erica, come on. Open the door, please. I came back and you're still not going to let me back in the house?
Tell me, Rick, do you have any idea what time it is? I thought Helen told you to get back here first thing in the morning. Well, it is almost evening. Besides, if you're looking for Helen, she isn't here. Her and Nina are both not here, in fact.
But then, where are they? Why am I here?
You're here because you were always dumping your son on me to watch him. When I told Helen about what was going on, at least she offered to pay for all the free labor that you had gotten out of him. In fact, she told me exactly where you hid all the money that you thought nobody else knew about. And when I opened up your safe, I saw that you had $3,000 stashed away. So I took all that money as back payment for the child watching services I did for you.
You took all of my money? You've got to be kidding me. But fine, whatever. Can you at least tell me where my wife and kid are right now? Just let me in the house so we can talk about this.
I'm sorry, but you are not going to be getting in this house. I don't want to see your dirty, cheating face ever again, in fact. In fact, if I did let you in, I can tell you that I wouldn't be able to hold back from socking you right in the face. But if you really must know, your wife and kid are back at her parents' house where they are safe from you. She actually dropped by in the afternoon to see if you had come, but I told her that you still hadn't shown up. I think she did want to talk to you about all of this, but when she thought you were cowering out of it, she gave up and went back to her parents' house. And no, I don't think that she ever wants to talk to you ever again.
You've got this all wrong. I mean, I said the wrong things. And I tried to come back in time, but there was nothing leaving that would have let me arrive any sooner.
Why don't you just go and tell your wife all these excuses to her instead of me? Because I really don't care how you try and justify any of this to yourself.
So then, do you really think that if I go to her parents' house that Helen would talk to me?
Why on earth do you think I would have the answer to that question? And not that you've asked about your other child, but he's with our parents, so you can go and pick him up as well.
Wait a second. Does that mean that Mom and Dad know all about what's going on there?
That's right, and they were not happy to learn what you had been up to. So it sounds to me like you've got a lot to deal with. Hey, I finished signing my portion of the divorce papers, so I'll be sending them to you to sign. And you should know that I'm going to be suing you and Delilah for your affair. Not to mention the fact that you're going to have to pay child support.
Please, don't do this to me, Helen. You have to know this is all just one big mistake.
No, trust. I know just what a mistake being with you was now. But that's why we're getting a divorce. And once we're through with it, I'm going to block you on everything and never talk to you again.
Please, you have to reconsider. You can't do this to me. I mean, I don't want to lose you and Nina.
Why? What does it matter when you have a whole other family you can go home to? A whole other wife and kid even. I don't see why you need Nina and I around.
But you don't get it. Delilah's kid isn't actually mine. We're not connected by blood at all.
What are you talking about? The other day you told me that he was your son.
I know, but it was only after that Delilah told me that it was a lie and that we weren't related at all. He's some other guy's son. So I was being lied to this whole time too.
You have got to be kidding me.
Well, the thing is that when you said you were going to leave me, I was sure that I had no other choice but to marry Delilah. But then she went and admitted that her son was never mine and that she also was lying to me about that.
So then you and that boy really aren't related at all?
If what Delilah says can be trusted, I guess not. But I already knew that she had some other men on the side, so I'm not all that surprised. Although I guess she lost contact with the father before she could make him take responsibility, so that's why she told me the kid was mine.
So then you tricked me and you were being tricked by her. But surely you must have had some sense that the kid wasn't your son, right?
What makes you say that?
Because you still call the child yours. It's clear that even if you two aren't related by blood, that you still feel like a father to this boy.
Well, that isn't my fault. She tricked me into being there for him. But the only real child of mine is Nina, so please don't take her away from me.
If you didn't want this to happen, then you should have never cheated on me in the first place. Now hurry up and sign the divorce papers, or else I'm never going to let you even have visiting rights with Nina.
You wouldn't really do that to me, would you?
Of course I would. Do you have any idea just how betrayed I feel right now? It's like my whole married life has been a lie because of the way you tricked me. But you didn't just trick me. You even lied to your sister and roped her into watching Delilah's son so that the two of you could go and carry on your affair. You ruined the trust you had with so many people who loved and cared about you. And for what? Well, I don't want to hear any more excuses from you. You are going to take responsibility for what you've done, divorce me, pay the alimony and child support, and that is that. Now, the next time you hear from me, it will be to discuss when our lawyers can meet. But until then, I don't want to hear, see, or even have to think about you. After that, Rick finally saw the light and agreed to divorce me without putting up any more of a fight. I was really worried that he was going to drag this process out. His parents, however, were so furious with him that they practically forced him to sign the papers. By the time it was all done, Rick was so ashamed that he just wanted to pay everything at once, so as to never deal with either of us again. I wasn't even sure when he would be able to visit with Nina in his state. But that meant that he had to pay alimony, the legal fees from the lawsuit, as well as child support in a lump sum that left him drowning in debt. Rick wasn't the only one being sued, however. I also sued Delilah for her affair with my husband. In court, she tried to talk to me mother to mother and explain that she wouldn't be able to afford such hefty fines and still be able to take care of her son. But I just told her that as a mother, it was her job to explain to her son why this was happening. She realized I was going to show no mercy and ended up paying the court's fine in full. I hear that Rick still goes to Delilah's house now and then and plays with her son. I don't know what's going on in his head at all, but I think this might be his way of trying to make up for all the lives he ruined with his foolishness.